welcome back to this channel. My name is Kadria. If you're new, this is TruVillainy Tattoos. This is where we talk about tattoos and tattooing related subject matter. I want to break down for you why tattoos are so expensive. More importantly, why you should subscribe and like this channel. Also hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss out on topics like this. You want to stay on top so that you can go out there armed with the knowledge that you need to get the best tattoo that you can possibly get. I kind of want to just preface this with not necessarily a disclaimer, but consider this. When you go down to your local tattoo shop and attempt to haggle for the best price that you can possibly get out of this tattoo artist that might or might not be performing a service for you, to haggle with them is kind of low-key or fun. That being said, when you go down to your local tattoo shop to try to get something that you really want, I want you to resist the urge to haggle. If you don't like the prices that those artists are presenting, you're free to shop around. If anything, you'd be doing yourself a disservice not to. You could take one design, shop around to 3 different artists. They quote you a price. If they can quote you a price, some won't. Go with the one that you feel is the cheapest. No singular one makes or breaks the price of a tattoo. They all sort of single-handedly contribute. You have to consider them. That's all we want you to do with this video. Now see, the first one would be the artist themselves. Have you chosen a high-end or a low-end artist? High tier, low tier, S tier, however you want to describe it. Where does your artist fall in that tier of artistry? I'll give you 2 examples. Boring tattooer, and I'll put his information here. He is, I believe, $2,500 a session, and $500 is the deposit that you have to put down to even get in the door with this guy. He also has a waiting list of at least 6 months, and people wait. He has a waiting list that is very long, for months at a time, that people that are willing to pay for him exclusively. Let me show you Bang Bang. Bang Bang is from New York, and this is his information. He charges $400 an hour. And I can remember this guy has had a waiting list as long as you can imagine. So getting in the door with him, unless you're a close friend or something like that, his family member, it might be close to impossible. At the end of this spectrum, you have just me, really. I'm just a street shop tattooer, and what that means is that you'll probably get in the door if you want to do a walk-in appointment. Unless it's like a Friday or Saturday on a day that I'm just very busy with work, you can probably get tattooed. It's just kind of first come, first serve. I don't really tend to have days where I'm booked out solid, but when I can squeeze a walk-in in, I definitely will. There's also, within this realm of artists, specialty artists. Certain artists won't necessarily deviate outside of what they do as a specialty, and because of that, you'll pay perhaps a premium for that artist, for their time, for their specialty. Another thing to keep in mind is splits. I'm dropping jewels today, kids. I'm in a good mood. I don't know if you noticed. Jewels. All you gotta do is pick them up. Within the tattooing community, if you work for a shop, unless you own that shop, you probably have to give a portion of what you're charging to that shop. There could be a 60-40 split, 70-30 split, 50-50 split is very common in the industry, and I mean 50% goes to the artist and 50% goes to the shop. When you think about a $300 tattoo, the artist may only be getting $150 of that. Are tips welcome? You bet they are. The second thing that I want you to consider is the locale. If you go to Los Angeles or New York, you might pay a premium for the tattoo artists that are there. Now, if you go to St. Louis, you go to Ohio, you go to Wisconsin, you go to Wyoming, you may not pay as much. Those street shops, you could probably walk in there and get something for 50 bucks. They might have $20 Tuesdays. In fact, a lot of those places have $10 anything days. Roll the dice, walk in those places. You're probably gonna get very tiny tattoos. I'm talking tiny tattoos. The other thing that you might want to consider, the placement. Where are you putting it? Where you gonna, where's the space that we're putting this? Are we putting this on your ribs? Because that's gonna cost more than your wrist. Are we putting this on your neck where it's very foldy and scrunchy? Now, some artists don't care. They will tattoo whatever, wherever, they really don't. But there's a lot of places that don't lend themselves to tattooing. And because of that, you may be charged a premium. Think about size. Now, if you get something that's 5 inches on the ribs that requires a lot of color, that's gonna take a lot of time, especially if you are a large man, a large woman. Number 4, color or not. Let's say, for instance, you get a small color tattoo. That same tattoo, though it's small, may cost just as much as a larger black and gray tattoo because of how much time it takes to saturate those colors. You know what I mean? To get those colors to be nice and vibrant the way that you see on the TV shows, on Instagram and Pinterest and stuff like that, you have to saturate quite a bit. I'm still trying to build a clientele base. And so I don't necessarily have regulars. I have one or two. They know that I'm not busy. They know that I'm there. If they come by, they tend to get something just out of the flash book. And I appreciate those people heavily. You know who you are. Thank you. At the spectrum that I am in, the budget friendly, the lower end of the spectrum, I don't tend to charge that much because I'm trying to build a base of people that do come regularly. To do that, I can't gouge the customer. Though I want to, I can't gouge the customer. If I treat people well, they'll return to me until one of two things happens. They'll run out of skin or they'll run out of money. Either way, we're doing well. That brings me to my last and final point. Children, it is time. No, time. Because time is money. However long it takes your tattoo artist to complete your tattoo is probably what you're paying for. The luxury of that man or woman's time. To succeed in this business, I need to make the best use of my time. If your brothers, sisters, cousins, homies, friend can do it for you, if they can do it cheaper for you, you're willing to let them experiment on you, then why are you wasting your time? You should be down there saving money. That's it. Until next video, be good. Oh, I wanted to show you guys a little snippet of the merch that could be coming once we reach a certain milestone. This is a board that I hand painted, and I don't skate. You'd have to put wheels and trucks and all that kind of stuff on here. I don't know. There's holes for those things. It is something that I would like to give away when we've reached certain subscribers. If you rock with it, you should subscribe to this video, and I will see you guys next week. Be mindful of. Shit, my mom's calling. I gotta hit y'all back. Hold up. By this is that if you go to Los Angeles or California, I guess they're the same place, just treat people white, right? Treat people white? That's funny.